Welcome back, my friends and fellow gamers. I'm Wrath, and we are back for another episode of Surviving Alone in Space Engineers. Now, we've gone ahead and... Oh, we're thirsty. Better get something to drink. And maybe some food, too, just in case. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to start building the central core of our new ship. And this plate here is going to help us do it. We don't even have to complete it. It just allows us to transition from large to small blocks, which we're going to be doing a lot of. I finished the bike, and I actually off camera had to make a modification to it because when I cut it free, it turned out that the engines, the downward engines, were not enough to lift the weight due to the merge blocks, so I had to add a second pair of downward facing engines. The rest of it's not that bad. I mean, it doesn't move all that quickly, but that's not really its point. I'm sure that I could re-engineer this to be a faster vehicle, but I don't intend to. For now it's fit to purpose, and that's all that's really necessary. So the goal here first is that I need to go get some iron plates. Is what I need to do. I need to create a an arm basically that lifts up the components that I want to place up high enough that they're away from the ground. Oops, no, I need 100. Just in case I need interior plates for that. So these components will, this gantry arm will go up. I'll place the expected component, and then we will build from there. Now I'm expecting this core section that I'm building to be the upper sort of middle high section of the ship. So I need a good clearance between this and the bottom. So I'm gonna use my jetpack and I'm just gonna place I think 7. We'll go with lucky number 7. Alright, so we'll put 7 blocks up here in order to place what we need here. And we're gonna start with the refinery, the assembler, and the other components. So first things first, the refinery. Now I want to place this in an orientation where I get the lower connectors facing down. Alright, so this is the proper orientation that I want. Alright, next I want to place an assembler. And we're just going to do a straight side attached bolt on there. And the last thing we want is we want the power efficiency modules. Because this is going to be a ship that does not have great power generation capabilities, we need these systems to be able to run as cheaply as possible. How fast they run is really not as important. So a low cost variant is the first major thing that we want. So now we're going to build these up, and once these are built, we're going to place the structures that we need in order to encase this in the small ship sort of sheathing that's going to be around it. So I'm going to pause things as I get stuff together and start assembling things. I'll cut in and out in order for you to see progress, but we'll be back with some basic progress here as we get things going. Never mind, my pause button for the game is also the pause button for the recordings. Let's fix that. Alright, that's not working. So I can't seem to remap it correctly. Is that, no, okay. Yeah, it's not gonna let me remap it. That is fine. So let's go ahead and let's just start with all of the fun stuff that we have right now. I guess I'll just cut in and out here as I see fit in post-production. Okay, gonna need a ton of metal grids, and what do you need? You need large steel tubes and a fat ton of steel plates. Alright, let's go ahead and put the production together. Yeah, it's not even going to get through all of that. So I think I'm going to have to go and do some building here, or some mining rather. Okay. Well, we got all sorts of stuff that we got to build, but we're chewing up everything with the construction system. Need a lot of computers, motors, displays. Okay. Let's go ahead and start queuing up some of the things that we need, even though I know that we won't get to them yet. We're going to need 200 of those. We're going to need 100 of those. Maybe 100 of those. Some of those. Some of those. Okay, so while that's going on, we're going to go ahead and get the truck going and load ourselves up some more iron. Since we are now very dependent on our iron needs. It looks like snowstorms coming back in, so we keep getting a lot of inclement weather. But hopefully it won't be too big of a problem. Keep an eye out for our dig spot again. Kind of wish I'd put some lights on this thing. Whoa. Nearly ran into that hole. Toss our lights on, and let's get back to work. Alright. Let's dig this out here. Hold on, let me make an adjustment, because I do want to be able to pause the recordings here without an issue. So hold on. Alright, let me just check this real quick. Alright, pause function works. So I'm going to go ahead and pause the video here while I do all this mining so you don't have to sit here and watch through it. Okay, so something snuck up on us, and as you can see over here, there are a dozen bodies of mine, and it has blasted the solar panels off the top of the ship. I am not sure if I can get away from this here. No. Whatever it is, it's got me dead to rights. Kills me every time. Crouch, get down. All right, I've got to get the vehicle out of here. Nope, it's gunning me down like a madman. Whatever it is, it's up in front of the vehicle. So I have no way of getting out of this. I think we may have lost. That really may be the point of this conversation, is that unfortunately, since our vehicle is unarmed, we may be looking at a loss here, because I can't respawn without doing a brand new drop pod. Let me see if this thing gets bored and goes away, but I will come back if I can't get it to work. Alright, I appear to have been able to get away from it. Whatever it was flying very slowly, but it has royally screwed up my ship. My vehicle is now jacked without a doubt. Alright, so which one of these is the one with the iron and the cans? Because these are the parts that matter. And my corpses are everywhere. So the rest of these are all meaningless bodies, but now for the bad part. We've got to assess the damage. How much damage is there? That thing came out of nowhere. Alright. Cargo container is mostly intact. Cargo container, that one's is non-functional. Much of it is non-functional. Okay. Let's see if we can get the... Alright, so now it's partially crippled. See the left wheel over there, the back wheels aren't turning and the left wheels are done. So she's going to be crawling back to base here. But the vehicle's not a total loss. And more importantly, I didn't lose the critical parts of it that are on the inside. All of the ore that I just collected is not critically destroyed either. That makes this not as bad as it could have been. Granted, I just got butchered a whole bunch by the computer, but I can repair this over time. It's not a total loss. And I think this is a good argument for taking the survival unit out of the system here, because I don't foresee this as being a very good arrangement in the future. It also gives me some things to think about on the setup for the main ship here. But yeah, that thing really screwed me up. I never even saw it coming. It was just like, surprise. Wait, was that another one up there? I gotta keep an eye out for red signals. That one gun makes me feel very, with how fast that laser was lighting me up. That one cannon there does not make me feel all that secure. Especially since that thing was hitting me from a much bigger distance. Oh, that's the container that's damaged. Alright, let's grab some interior plates and do some repairs here. Motors, computers, displays. Construction components. Well, at least we're getting some of this done here. Alright, that's the one that's... those are the ones that are damaged and can't give up their materials here. Is the connector damaged? Oh no, it gets its connection through that one, so I've got to go directly here in order to get it. The intervening piping was destroyed because it pipes through that one. Man, I did not see that coming. Well, it completed the steel plates. Now it's working on the computers. Alright, so I'm going to pause it while we wait for this to go through. Obviously, we've got to do some repairing here. Gosh, this thing got totally jacked up. The question is, what do we do about it? The iron in the first place, but that can't be helped right now. I hope the wind's not picking up too much on the mic here. How about that? Let's see if that's... There we go. That should have gotten it going. But man, holy... Oh no, never mind. For a minute I thought it had paid my base a visit too and it had damaged the solar panels. But that's not the case. Alright. Let's repair this guy here. Any construction components. Alright, and that's back in a functional state. I mean, at least it's a large supply that I gathered. It's not like a tiny little draw. I saw Splitsy do like a little two-wheeled miner that was pretty cool looking in my estimation. But he knows a bunch of stuff that I don't. He knows tricks that I am not all that capable of. Alright. Alright, that looks like it got damaged too, but I'm not too worried about that. The wheels, they do need to be handled because this thing won't go anywhere without it. It's these damn ladybugs. They keep getting so close. That last one just pounded me. Shoot it, you SOB. That gun is starting to make me think like it's worthless. Like it just does not want to do anything. Alright, so let's start here. Let's fill in the core elements. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I need 5 metal grids there, like almost 15 here, and a ton of steel plates. I should have gotten most of that stuff. No metal grids? Why no metal grids? What are we missing? Nickel. Need a ton of nickel now. And we don't have a nickel resource anywhere nearby. I do have a little bit here. Alright, let's go scouting. Oh. Alright. This thing is not very stable. I'm beginning to question its design. Alright, now we didn't detect any this way, so let's swing out this way and see if we can detect any, and let's push that out to maximum range. So this cockpit appears to be a lot heavier than I thought it was. Which is somewhat distressing. Looking for any signal other than regular ice. Let's clear our GPS here. Alright, so stay above 10, preferably above 20. Ooh, that was nearly a bad mistake. Oh, what do we got? Nickel. Exactly what I needed. Alright. Stay. See here. Don't need that, and don't need that. Let's go ahead and dump the stuff we don't need. Alright, we're totally full on nickel. That'll have to be enough. Let's tag this spot here. Oops. Okay. And let's clear out the GPS tags that we don't that are too far away for us to make use of. We're going to leave the cobalt ones because until we find another source of cobalt, we may have to go back to those at some point. Alright, let's get back to base. Then we can unload and get the other required parts done. Alright. We've been getting our butts handed to us. Okay. Now we at least have something moving. Let's see if production will be happy with this. Let's let the nickel supply build up a little bit here. Probably not. I'm probably going to have to go back for more. Let's get some fluids in us here. Man, they royally effed up this thing. this lack of armor or armament is very apparently a problem. Alright, let's Alright, that should let that recharge generally. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look here. And alright, we can finish this one up. New assembler is ready, but we're going to turn it off here, and we're going to rename this here. And we'll just call it the ship assembler for now. Alright, so steel plates en masse. Okay. Almost done. This should be the last bit of it here. Alright. Now to get the ship's refinery done. Alright. So let's name this one. Alright, so this will be the ship refinery. Alright. Alright, so 20, 40, 60, 80, 100, and 20 power cells. That's going to chew through a lot of nickel. Okay. Not terrible. I can live with that. I think most of the other stuff I already have. Not nearly in the large enough quantities. Okay. Let's hope these are up to the challenge. Oh, don't overshoot. Alright, so small steel tubes and motors. Okay. So those are on the list, and should still reasonably have enough materials for all of it. Okay. 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 All right. All right. So power modules are completed. Got that. And those. Let's check on this here. That needs just the small tubes, all sorts of stuff. Okay, I think the motors are done. Construction components. Okay. Alright, let's see if we can get these operational and reduce our overhead a little bit. Okay. Okay. Alright, so the central core is now done. Let's go ahead and okay. Alright, and we'll just cut these down here. Okay. Alrighty. Alright, so let's go ahead and start adding on these components. So these are what will allow us need steel plates. Okay. These components are what will allow us to transition from a large ship to a small ship. Ship refinery can turn off. All of these units are non-powered, so okay. So we're going to place one here. We're going to place one here. We're going to place one on the other end here. And then I would place one here, but obviously for, you know, very apparent reasons, I can't yet. So I have to first place a new connection down, and then place this so that it fits over that connector. So what this will allow me to do is that I will be able to, once I assemble these, I'm going to change my connection using this plate to that plate so that that's supporting the weight, since Space Engineers doesn't indicate a need for supporting strength. So I can easily switch between the two. But once I've got them connected, actually, I think I can connect it now. How many do I have left? I got 44. Hopefully, I will be able to connect these. And if not, I can use the bike. Okay. Okay. So I have to do a connection. So alrighty, and now merge blocks. Oh shoot. That's gonna be a problem.
Energy low.
Alright, let's we're gonna have to break those down and put them a little bit further up in order to make the connection work. But first, we need to recover our energy. Oh, and some health apparently, since I wasn't keeping track of that. But we're back at 1 hour almost here. So I think that this is going to be the end of this episode. It's been a hectic little journey here. Let's get the grinder out here. We'll need to move these up just a little bit. Okay, so we'll need to, and the reason is because I don't want the new connection to be touching the other one. Because if it is, then we could run into problems. Alright, so weld these guys up. Motor, small tube, computer, construction components. Okay. Motor, small tube, computer, construction components. All this for a temporary connection, but it's important, so and since both of these are connected to the base, they're both automatically powered. Need some steel plates. Actually, wait, it's in functional state, right? Yeah, it's functional, so it doesn't matter. Alright, so right before the end of the episode here, we'll go ahead and set this off here, so you can see how the plan works. Alright, so engine's on, unlock. Alrighty. Alright, so we're connected. Now we just, since they're connected now, they're considered one grid. I need steel plate anyway. I should have grabbed some more anyway. But I'm a dumbass. So by connecting these two, we'll be able to not have to worry about future
future issues. So it's connected now. They're considered one thing. Okay. Alright, merge blocks. Turn that one off. And turn that one off. Alright, so we've disconnected from those, and now I can, you know, let's rename this thing here. Alright. We'll call it the construction bike for now. But we will now we can just attach this to the front here and toggle them on and off as needed. Alright, quickly turn this around. Get more inclement weather. Alright, when we're on, clamped on, engine's off. Okay, so now with this connected, when I need it, I can pull these two off of here and attach them up there wherever I need, but more importantly, I should be able to break this off. And it stays. So now I can pull these down out of the way, and the big old monster component here stays attached by that tiny little tendril, which is good. So now that we've got those all done, we need to weld all of these up, and they're two pieces just like a rotor. So steel plates, computers, large tubes, basically for both of them. And it's a lot, so we're going to go ahead and put in some more build for large tubes, because that's probably not going to be enough. And what the hell, we'll do some more computers too. Let's do 20 more computers. Let's do 50 more of the big guys, and let's do 500 of those. That's going to take up most of my iron, which means that I have to turn around from this point after I weld those together. I need to switch to mining some more iron, which means fixing the vehicle if it's going to have any chance of functioning. So all in all, not my best episode, but until next time, I'm Wrath. I hope you've enjoyed. Please like and subscribe. Leave me a comment. Let me know how I'm doing. And until next time, I will catch you on the flip side.